All right, excellent afternoon to all those who are watching me across the states in Nigeria. I'm saying welcome, welcome, welcome. And once in a while, I think it's necessary for us to stay off political shenanigans. Yes, all those economic uptightness and news bearing editions of the show of Real Talk with Kike. So today I'm more relaxed, more excited about today's edition because it's about entertainment. Of course, I will be discussing the entertainment on the live show today, and today is about celebrating the work of art and of course the motion pictures that we all see on our screens today. Again, I say welcome to another interesting episode of Real Talk with Kike. I remain your convener, Kike Atanda-Owo. I know there are quite a number of people that have been on my matter for over 2 years are saying that, Kike, when are you going to adopt your husband's last name? Hello. We women have an identity and it's important. All right, guys, let's move on to this day in history segment. I will go on a quick break to hear what history has for us today. Stay with me, I'll be right back.
On this day in history, in 1994, the military government of Nigeria charged Moshood Abiola, the winner of an annulled presidential vote in 1993, with treason. He died in prison in 1998. Abiola was a personal friend of Ibrahim Babangida, and he is believed to have supported Babangida's coming to power. Abiola's support in the June 1993 presidential election cut across all geopolitical zones and religious divisions, among a few politicians to accomplish such a spread during his time. By the time of his death, he had become an unexpected symbol of democracy.
Many thanks for staying with me. I feel that this event on this day in history, brings to fore the themes of, will I say, political persecutions, because the complexity of the alliances and the transformative impact of an individual struggle was actually put to play on this day in history. And for me, I think it serves as a reminder of the challenges that we face by those who, thrive for democracy, and of course the potential significance of their actions. Even in the face of adversity, we've seen all that have transpired, and the tax is upon us all to carry on a positive note. And of course, one way or the other, we have to continue to shine the light and to be a positive change to our society, to the community we belong to. I think thus far, I think this is the message for this initial segment today. Stay with me. Let's go on a quick break to get a word from my sponsors. When I return, the conversation will continue. All right, many thanks for staying with me. The first half of 2023 was underwhelming for Nollywood, with Hollywood movies consistently leading the Nigerian box office. However, things are finally looking up the local movie industry, with Ink Blot, the Big Love, leading the charge, And of course, despite being released less than a week ago, on June 28th, 2023, the romantic drama has earned almost 20 million naira. Guys, you know that on this platform, I like all the inflows when it comes to revenue. So we'll be touching on that. And on the live show today, I will cast a stark review on the development made in the Nigerian movie industry, and of course, area needing effort in terms of reviews. And of course, on this edition, I have two powerful guests in the studio, a high-stakes producers, and of course, a brilliant actor who has been on this platform before, and of course, he has been on our screen since the first shot into the entertainment world through reality TV show. Guys, it's important for us to quickly check the profile. Let me hold my breath, and you will agree with me that they are two powerful guests. Stay with me, I'll be right back.
On this day in history, in 1994, the military government of Nigeria charged Moshood Abiola, the winner of an annulled presidential vote in 1993, with treason. He died in prison in 1998. Abiola was a personal friend of Ibrahim Babangida, and he is believed to have supported Babangida's coming to power. Abiola's support in the June 1993 presidential election cut across all geopolitical zones and religious divisions, among a few politicians to accomplish such a spread during his time. By the time of his death, he had become an unexpected symbol of democracy.
All right, many thanks for staying with me. And let me use this opportunity to welcome my two powerful guests, Zulu and Oluwaseyi. It's a pleasure to have you both on the platform today. Of course, Seyi has been on the platform, and he knows how we do it on this platform. But let me come to you, Seyi, because romance, the chemistry, the fantasies, and I'm wondering, I want you to tell us about this big love, because when I was doing research about it, I was just so what makes this movie thick? What makes it different from all the romantic movies that we have out there in our Nigerian scene?
Okay, well, for me personally, my own perspective about it, it just says the true story about how things happen in the country.
Okay.
It depicts love at its best. There are a lot of relatable scenarios in the movie where people would definitely see themselves having been in or are in right now. And hopefully they'll take away the right message, because there are a lot of good messages in this movie that will make people know or more or less understand the word called love.
The word called love, because I feel that love in Nigerian city
is
very expensive. I try to keep it sweet as much as possible on this platform. But let me come to you, because the movie Big Love, when I was doing some research, I can see that it has hit the cinema on June 30th. I stand to be corrected, right?
28th.
30th. Okay, within that 3 days, it has ranked in about 12 million naira. Jehovah, you must give me my share on this platform. So I will need you to at least, let's talk about the movie production, from the financial angle of the production, weighing it into the budget of the movie, and of course the amount that is coming into the pockets now. Quite a number of people will tell me that, Kike, you just like the numbers. I say, but I apply myself at what I do, so I must pay attention to the numbers. So for someone like you, do you think the business of making movies has become more profitable in Nigeria today, knowing that there's quite a number of competition out there? What's your take on this?
Oh, of course, it's definitely more profitable
compared
to where we started as Inkblot back in 2015. Our first film was released in 2015. To now, and seeing just the scape of the economies, it's grown so much. And yeah, I think I like how you are hyping the film, that it's raked in so much money, but we've not raked in enough. So please, everybody should still come out.
Yes, please.
And watch us, watch Big Love, watch Seyi, watch Timini, watch Bimbo. Oh my God, it's a fantastic film.
Splendid.
I think for us as producers in Nigeria, it's always a passion project, to be honest. Yes, we're making more money these days, but we could make more. There's room for more to be made. And we'd like to stop having it as a passion project and more as, a solid business decision.
All right, I'm not moving away from you yet, and I like the fact that there's still room for more, because I want to believe that this is your first time working on the same set with Stephanie, right? Steven, right? Correct. So what was it like, in terms of collaboration under the Inkblot production? What was the synergy about also, because I know that in this part of the world, I like to put tweaking our reality into most of the things that we do. Do you understand? When it comes to collaboration, partnership, in as much as I'm all over, I'm hype on collaboration and all of that, but sometimes you must be strategic about the kind of people you want to partner with. What has it been like in terms of the synergy between you both?
Look, fantastic. Biodun Stephen is someone that we have always wanted to work with. I especially, personally, because she tells those real relatable stories, those very everyday girl next door, guy next door stories. And I think it was after she had released Breaded Life at the premiere, I walked up to her, congratulating her, because that was also a beautiful film. And we had a conversation about, let's do something together. And so she came up with this idea, this big love idea, and she brought it to me. We went through the story together. She wrote the script. Fantastic, just brilliant. Biodun is, she has a voice. She has a very distinct voice that comes through with every story she tells. And this was a fantastic collaboration with her. We also partnered with Film One Studios on this as well.
Okay.
Exactly. Right. And of course, they have been our long-term partners. We are good friends. We're more than friends at this point. And yeah, three of us together have, we're very happy with how the film has been received so far. And keep coming out. We're waiting to hear more reviews. We want to add more to the beautiful reviews we've been hearing.
Fantastic insight right there. Shay, let me come to you, because I want you to open us to the roles, the role that you played in this movie, because how much of engagement do you think that was it immersive, or do you think that you had to, play out of character? It's just a natural you to play Love in Tokyo and the likes and all of that,
I was just telling him, I'm sorry, I was just telling him that it was all too real.
Oh, really?
And he was the villain, I was like, Shay, tell us, what is your real life?
So tell us about the delivery of your love roles in this big love movie.
So as it were, I was not exactly the lover boy in this movie. Like she said, I was the villain in the movie. And so let's say I have friends. A lot of friends.
A lot bad guys.
Bad boys. Bad boys. They don't know you bad boys. But a lot of them. So all I just did was actually just remember them as the friends that I know. Okay. And I kind of just went from there. It was nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, I do have a lot of bad boys as friends. All right. But that's all it was. But apart from that, going into the character, the set also made it easier. Working with the director also made it easier, because she put me in the mindset when it was about for me, when it was time for me to go in the camera. Like, okay, so this is how I'd like you to play it. Put a little bit extra, put it as much as you want, but this is what I would like. And it just made the work easier and flow better. Fantastic. And the entire crew, everybody just encouraged every single talent on set. So yeah, to the crew as well, they were a huge support as well.
Fantastic one out there. So Zuli, I'm coming back to you, because I know in recent times, we've been seeing films like Gangs of Lagos, The Brotherhood, The Sister, make the waves, and of course the continuous banter in the entertainment world in Nigeria about the storyline. And I would like you to share with us what's the unique, the unique storyline about this movie that you think that Nigerians should look forward to, that is not predictable, the ending especially, because I feel that most of the movies in Nigeria, you can predict the ending. Tell me what is different about this Nigerian movie that Nigerians cannot predict the end part of the movie.
I think Shay touched on it a little earlier when he answered. This love is a love that I think people will just look at and say, is this real? Yeah. Even the characters in the film, the lady receiving the love, Bimba Ademoye, she was like, is this real? Is this for real?
Does this happen?
Yes, does this happen? But the truth is, it's such a beautiful story, because by the end, people are clapping, amazing, all of that. Because in the end, even though you think it's unreal, you realize that it's so believable. It's so relatable. People need to watch out, right? There's a lot we couldn't even put in the trailer.
Nigerians, you can hear. Yes. We need to watch out.
Yes.
We need to watch out.
There's a lot we couldn't even put in the trailer, because it will be spoilers, right? But it's a beautiful story, beautiful performances, family movie. Auntie Jaiye Kuti and Auntie Shaffy Bello. Oh my goodness, their combination.
Yes,
their combination was just amazing. It's a family. It's so grounded in family. Yeah, I don't want to say too much so I don't spoil the film, but everyone needs to go see it.
Yes,
and you need to, that love between Timini and Bimbo, it's back on screen and it's bigger and better.
All right, when we come back, we'll continue on this conversation on Timmy and of course Bimbo. And of course, we are going to touch about my auntie Shaffy on the roles that she played in the. But let's get a quick message from my sponsor. Stay with me, I'll be right back. All right, glad to know you're still right there with us. In case you just joined the show, today's conversation is about the big love movie. Yes, and of course the movie with big romance and big storyline, big set of actors, remarkable production from the stable of Inkblot, right? And of course, you know, the co-producer and the director, that's Zulumoke. Did I pronounce that name properly?
Zulumoke.
Zulumoke Oyibo, right? Did I pronounce that? And of course, on set, in the studio, of course, is an actor and a model, and that's Seyi Awolowo. You know, I like to pronounce the name in full, you know. Of course, many thanks for all that you've shared thus far on the movie. And I think before we go further, I think it's important for me to open our phone lines. Remember that you can be part of this conversation by calling the studio numbers 08009 887740 showing on your screen right now. And of course, we're streaming live on Facebook and of course on YouTube, both on Real Talk with Kike and on Silverbird platform. You know, with all that you've shared thus far, I'm just wondering, and the fact that you had to hit me with the question that have I seen the movie, that will make me sponsor at least my son and his friends must go and see this movie this weekend. So all right, so knowing that as directors, you know, as a director, knowing how much you had to pull a cast that will shock viewers, because I feel that the romance with crafted actors around like Timmy, like Bimbo that you mentioned, how would you describe, you know, the chemistry? Because for me, when I was doing research, the only thing that came to mind with how does directors even know the chemistry to bring together? What is it a contemporary style, or do you think that the style of romance or the, would I say, fictional portrait of romance, you just quickly know that Jaiye will be best at this, you know, Kike will be best at this. How do you do it as directors? How do you know the kind of cast to bring together for a movie?
Okay, so I'm a producer, but I can still answer that question, right? It really, I think we have such a great pool of actors to pull from anytime as a filmmaker you want to make a film. Okay. There's so many actors that can give you what you need. But sometimes you know that a certain actor would deliver on a certain performance in a certain way. Would this person be too touche? Would this person be too raz? You know, would this person be too comical? Would this person be too straight-laced and serious? You know, so those are the things you put into consideration when you're trying to cast for a film. And then of course you do auditions, and then sometimes you might want someone that is so straight-laced, and then the next thing you see an audition with a comedic actor, and then you're like, wow, actually this would give the film a certain type of flavor. But for this one in particular, I think Biodun Stephen had an idea of the type of person she wanted to play the role as she wrote it. And like I said, she has such a brilliant mind, right? So going into shooting the film was really a breeze. We auditioned for a few roles only, and yeah, we're so happy with the cast lineup that we have, from the parents to the kids and the littler kids. Yeah, it was a good one.
Fantastic. My husband keeps saying to me that, Kike, when you say that we should diversify, remember that my first call was acting, was drama. It's time for us to produce a movie. I say, it puts me in the finance department. Let me help you.
Handle the
market
numbers.
And sales.
Handle the numbers at the same time.
Handle the number at the same time. But so listening to you talk, you know, I cannot help but say that, you know, I think it has to be an inborn thing for you to be able to say that, okay, this is the person that will be good for this role. I'm not talking about Roche. Let me come to it, because I know that Jaiye Kuti was in the movie, Auntie Shaffy, you know, was also in the movie, My Aunt, My Beautiful Aunt, and I know that the roles that she plays is always about older women or older roles in the movie. I have personally not seen this movie, I must confess to you, but with all the hypes that I have seen while doing research work before you people coming on the show, I kept on asking, because of my busy schedule, Kike, it's not time for you to go and watch this movie. I think all my technical team there, maybe we should go and see the movie as well. But I would like you to just give me the review, you know, thus far about what you've, give me the review of that you've received thus far regarding this movie, you know, and how quite a number of people are going on stream, what they call it now, is it YouTube? or what do you call it? What do you call it? I think there's is it
streaming platform?
Is it streaming platform?
Oh, no, it's
now?
just on
It's
the
not there
streaming.
yet.
No,
Okay,
it's not
when
there
is it going there? Let's start from there.
We don't know yet. It's in the
You don't know.
cinemas right now.
All right.
Go see it in the cinema.
Okay,
Yes,
go see
please.
it in the cinema.
Yes,
Go see
please.
it in the cinema.
In cinema, please.
No, so they need to
With
make
group of
more money.
friends.
Yeah, when they take offense, I take that
Please.
back. You know, so answer that. So what do you have to say to that?
Okay, so wow.
Starting from Jaiye to Auntie Shaffy, you know, in terms of the roles and the feedback, has it been overwhelming? You know, do you think it's something that will stay still at the cinema for a long time? You know,
You see, the two of my big mommy's, their energy on set was electric. When it's almost as if they didn't actually even need the script. They didn't even need to know the story. They just pulled it off.
it's something they've been doing for
As
years.
in, because
Very
Auntie Shaffy,
natural.
oh my, Auntie Shaffy is, oh my.
I don't
goodness.
expect less from
When she
my
goes
auntie.
up, as
Shaffy.
in, even from the cutaways that people see, you cannot imagine how sometimes we just had to stop. We could not shoot.
Lifestyle
I
and
just
lifestyle.
enjoyed it. We were like, oh my days.
That's a good
It
one.
was, the energy on set was electric from start to finish.
Fantastic.
I mean, you know, junior colleague, it was a honor. I was still starstruck, but when it started, it just, oh my days. Looking forward to the next one. I was already shooting my shot at.
So talking about the junior
you know,
colleague, I think that we are in a world today that I feel that the youth of today do not follow hierarchy and do not think that they need people like older artists to mentor them. What do you have to say to that? You know, because the youth of today, I stand to be corrected. You know, I'm not that old. I'm just over 40. You know, I'm still a young girl in, you know, looking
Gen
like
Z.
you know, the Gen Z. I want to. I'm related to you guys. So don't get me wrong. You know, but the youth of today, they just feel like you know they want to arrive now. They do not want to follow the process, the consistency, and they do not think that there's an importance for role models, mentors. You know, what's your message for them?
Well, my message for them is rethink that strategy, literally, because no man is an island. There's not everybody that's lucky enough to make it in one go. A lot of people have to go do over and over and over again, of which, please, by all means, make mistakes.
Exactly.
Be proud of your mistakes.
Fail.
So that you can be able to be a better version of yourself every time you want to try. So that whole part of get rich quick schemes, I want to quickly get there right now.
You know?
I need to trend, I
want to blow.
No,
That's
it's a
the word on
very
the streets.
bad, it's a very, very bad mindset, because when you hit a pothole, it will be a very nasty tumble. And sometimes those tumbles are in fact, that's when you now legitimately you're allowed to now say, I'm depressed. Because that
Preach on, Shay.
you know, so
Preach on.
so it's a matter of I'm old school. I'm not the Gen Z people. I'll say I'm in the
You're in
bracket of
between.
I'm a millennial. So my own years, we were brought up tough. So I think I'll just put it that way. They'll hand the candy in front of us and tell us that you have to earn the candy. You know, it's not like, because you've been a good boy here. No, earn. Let me see a reason why you deserve the candy. Not just because you have this, okay, you did 2 + 2 = 4. So why do I have to still give you the candy? There was always a message behind every single training at the point. So for the young class, please, now I'm not, I'm a young boy, just so we're clear. But please be patient. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Your time will come when your time comes. When it comes, it's going to be effortless.
Absolutely. Well said, well said. Many thanks for that inspiring words. You know, let me come to you, Zulu, because I'm looking at the growth of our movie industry today and how it has, will I say, evolved, so to speak, over the years. Because looking back at the likes of Joke Silva and all of that, and now you can't compare both worlds. But the billion-dollar industry is also having, you know, preliminaries across borders, you know, and in international markets as well. I must tell you that, you know, those people in diaspora, they even watch this movie more than we that are here today.
Sure.
Yes.
I'm telling you. So
Yes.
what are the gaps left that you think that we need to throw light on when it comes to, you know, positivity and how to grow the Nollywood further than where it is today, especially, you know, bringing in the government, you know, regardless of however you look at it. You know, I feel that most movies today, if it's not, you know, individually, you know, sponsored, you know, it to be, you know, trying to get government parastatal to partner with them, but not everybody have that that access. How do you think that we need to bring in the government to kind of, you know, cushion this entertainment industry further?
Okay, thank you for that question. I think that the government has been doing a lot of work, honestly. The the government federally and the government in Lagos State as well.
Okay.
There are grants that exist. There's the BOI fund as well.
Okay.
And you know, you have access to these things, right? But I think that beyond that, we do need an enabling environment. We need better treaties with other countries for better co-productions to take place. Because to be honest, look at us in Africa. Everyone that is looking into Africa, that is trying to, I'm talking about like the Hollywood studios, for instance, that is trying to invest in the space, is looking at a Pan-African story, right? But then because everyone still works in silos, you know, Nigerians work in Nollywood, Kenya works in Kenya, South Africa works in South, Ghana works, you know. It's hard for people to co-produce across cultures, right? If we have those enabling environments, you know, tax rebates.
Ease of doing business.
Ease of doing business. All these, you know, there are little things that you can do to just create that enabling environment for producers and then investors especially to want to put their money in here. Because, for instance, like data, as easy and basic as data is, right?
It's so expensive.
It's so expensive, and collecting data within Nollywood has been, well, people are doing it better now, right? But it's something that hasn't been done for a very long time, right? That data is what gives the investors the confidence to invest in film. We've had a situation where we're talking to an investor that invests in corporate, you know, the more corporate industries, and he pulled out of investing in 2 days, within 2 days before we started shoot, because he didn't fully understand. Everything seemed a little too untidy for him, you know. So it would just be great if we had trusted data, you know, if we had the government coming to enable our environment, you know, just give us those, I think that, to me, I feel like they're pretty basic things, but I think like I said, they are working and they will continue to work. We'll continue to have conversations with the government as we continue to do the work that we're doing, and, you know, soon things will be much, much better.
Fantastic one right there. You know, Seyi, let me come to you. Since you are still talking about this collaboration that he likes and all of that, I want you to please tell us, what are the collaborations that is ongoing for you right now, especially in the acting industry, you know, because some of the reviews that I saw online, I could see that quite a number of people were so, you know, I don't want to use certain words right now on air before my husband would say that, kilo share, what's the meaning of that? You know, well, what's the collaboration for you right now in the movie industry, in the acting industry?
Well, for me, first, well, junior colleague, so it's a gradual process.
Okay.
That's how I see it. I'm growing within the ranks, so I'm improving on the job. So with time, I know more producers will get to see me and recognize what I can do, and hopefully aspire for much more from me than like, okay, come and do this. I'm just looking for roles that will challenge me, that will make me be somebody outside the box of who everybody normally sees me. So now that everybody's always saying I'm a villain, I get it too right, maybe I should try and do something else, but I still enjoy villainous roles because I feel on a day-to-day basis, I'm a very friendly, playful guy. So why should I have to still be the same person?
But behind the camera, that's not you. Seyi is a sweet boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Seyi is a committed boy.
Yes, soft.
Don't let me dig into the last time you came on this show.
That's not a problem. I mean, really, because yes, I'm a good boy. I'm a retired bad boy.
Oh, retired bad boy.
Yeah,
I like that.
Now I'm just looking forward to more roles. That's why I shot my shot not long ago. Shooting my shot to every other producer watching. Yes, we are here for.
Seyi is here.
Exactly. Open for office.
And Seyi is brilliant, guys. Seyi is super brilliant. He's one of his, you know, producers love actors that, you know, they can work
knows
with.
their onions.
Yes, well,
and
even I think a lot of actors can act, right? But just what is your set life like? You know, when you're on set, how?
Yeah.
How do you work well with the producers? Let me put it that way. You know, and Seyi is one of those that does work.
So at the end of the day, she's saying what the power of character is.
Yes.
Another thing for you to have the skills.
Yes.
But another thing for you to have good character that they
Yes.
that will, you know, synergize both of you to achieve a good aim, which is key in
Yes.
every sector, not just
Of
the
life.
movie
Yes,
industry.
very true.
So Zuli, I'm coming back to you. So all the sweet talks, all the sweet, you know, conversation that we've been having since, I would like you to Ali leave us on the okay, I understand that we have a caller right now. Sorry, I didn't get the name. Apologies. Are you there? Awale from Lagos. Many thanks for calling. What's your contribution on the topic at hand? Awale, are you there? Apologies, I think I will have to let that go, you know. So I want you to tell our viewers on other projects that you're working on. Is it a sweet movie as well? Should we be expecting something different and all of that? Tell us.
Look, I was in the editing suite till late last night, cutting on the next film that we're releasing on the 22nd of September. Guys, you haven't seen anything like it. I will put it that way. There's a lot that we have at Inkblot to offer. We'll be in production. We'll be in production for maybe we'll be in production for about 5 films before the end of the year, you know. So just sit back and expect a lot from us. We'll keep dishing it out. But the next one that we're releasing, September 22nd, you need to watch out for that. It's amazing. And I don't want to say too much about it as well, but it is an amazing film.
All right, fantastic.
Thank you for asking that question.
Right,
so now I know I have five new scripts.
What did he say?
Thank you for asking that question, because now I know I have 5 more scripts to go through.
I like that. All right, but before I go to the last segment of the show, let me give you an open platform, you know, to sell yourself. Is there any other thing that you would like to communicate to the viewers right now that you are doing aside, you know, directing, producing, or acting, modeling, and the likes and all of that? Speak to our audience, and, you know, and I must confess to you, when I saw you today, I like women who are beautiful or who have something upstairs, and that's who you are, you know.
Thank you.
Women who are just more than a pretty face, you know, and all of that. So I want you to tell us, for those who are looking up to you, who want to be in your shoes, and they say, okay, I want to be another Zulu.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Very kind words. I think what I would say to anybody who wants to be a producer in Nollywood is just start. Start, do what you can with what you have. It is with your work that anybody can come and meet you and say, oh, I like what you did there. Let's try and do something else. You show your potential with the stuff that you've done. I'm grateful and happy that I have 2 great partners, Naz and Damola, at Inkblot, and we've done this for about 12 years. And I think that what I can say that we have learned over the years is that success will come and failure will come too. But what you need to realize,
I like to call it challenges.
Well, challenges, yes. But what we like to say is this: don't let your successes get to your head, and don't let your failures get to your heart. Just keep moving forward. Things keep changing. Just keep doing what you can do, and yeah, enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. It's the journey that's important.
Thank you, Seyi. Open platform.
For me, well, please just be a very reasonable person. Pay attention to the times. Life is as easy as you want it to be. It just depends on your perception of life. If you use another person's wristwatch to tell your time, I'll be honest, I'm sad for you. But if you realize what your time is, you will do the right things at the right time. That's how much I can give you guys right now.
All right, fantastic one right there. We'll go on a quick break, and when we return, we'll take the last segment of the show. Stay with me. I'll be right back. All right, many thanks for staying with us, and let me use this opportunity to say thank you so much for all your submission thus far, and of course inspiring the viewers, and of course with the good works that you've been doing, and with this new movie. I pray that, you know, all the money that comes in, you remember me when you divide the money. But before I let you go, there's the last segment of the show that I call Trending Stories. These are stories that bind us together as Nigerians, that affect us all as Nigerians. And the only trending story I think I'll be able to take on the platform because of time is the Guinness World Record, you know, that urges applicants to apply before attempt of world records, you know. And I think before I come to you both, let me just quickly say this, because I understand that the wave in Nigeria right now is about this Guinness Book of Record. I don't know why we cannot choose to be original, if you ask me. I totally understand those that have picked on positive things and their skills in various crafts, you know, for record breaking. But what I don't seem to be able to wrap my head around is the fact that people just doing it for show off, or just want to attract clout, or, you know, shallow recognition. I'm sorry for using that word, but I'm just keeping it real, you know. And of course, the Ekiti state government as well had to ban the proposed kissing contest for Guinness World Record. That was just incomprehensible for me. When I saw that, I had to wake my husband. Have you seen this? I said, what is wrong with us? You know, kissing contest. Are you for real?
Was it real though?
Yeah, it sounded very irritating and irresponsible for me, if you ask me. Yes, that's the truth. Well, and I'm glad that, you know, Guinness World Record, you know, has informed applicants to not embark on any record, any record-breaking events, you know, without getting proper approval or standard regulations from there. So these are just two critical things, you know, missing for those wanting to make or break records, or say that they want to, you know, go on pregnancy marathon, all sorts. I don't want to join my hobby in this one. I just feel that there must be relevance in what you want to do.
Yes.
There must also be consistency. It should have been area of specialization, yes, before you come out. We saw how this lady did her cooking, Hilda,
yeah,
you know, and if you go on her page before now, you can see that there have been practice, consistency. So where have you gained this mastery before coming out to say that you want to do something hours of kissing? The conditions and the atmosphere should not even also be something that international standard will even embrace in the first place. Also, I just feel that the young lady who wanted to do the massage that passed on as well. I don't know if you saw that, Seyi. You know, she passed out after she said after 72 hours and all of that. I think so. So the other chef too, you know, I don't want to mention names, you know. I try to measure my thoughts properly on this so that it's not look as if I'm shading my agenda. Well, we need to be serious, guys. You know, the other chef had turned off her gas, you know, so it was all about, it was looking like comic to me, Zulu. I was beginning to say, hey, this is one of the reasons why sometimes I always detach myself that I'm not Nigerian. I have Argentina blood, I have Delta blood, and before that, you know, we just need to, you know, on a serious note, we just need to, you know, in this world that we celebrate one another, but let's do it right and understand. And what Seyi said earlier actually struck a chord for me about knowing that your time will come. You know, just stay consistent. You can't blow before your time, because if you blow before your time, trust me, you will not be able to manage it. Let me come to you, Seyi. What's your take on this? All these attempts, you know, before GWR had to put a word out there to kind of, you know, put an end to this nonsense that we Nigerians are doing.
Let me try. It's painful. It's painful because, as in, you don't have to. Why? Okay, allow the person that just got hers, enjoy her own first.
Hilda.
At the very least, celebrate her, lift her up someone. Not now trying to now go. She just took the record from another person from another country. Let us still bask in that grade. Okay, yeah, it's in Nigeria and the next thing. This one wants to do it. Why now? And then the other ones, massage, kiss. Okay. Why? Like, what is, like, it's painful. I'm lost for words.
They have to turn off the gas, Seyi. Gas it on. No, gas it on. Like
Hilda she prepared herself for it. She did her research. She went out, she got what she needed to get. She understood the guidelines. How healthy where she's going to be has to
training.
Be. Exactly.
She trained. She was at the gym for months before that.
So
So let me come to you. I can see that you have a lot to say on this story.
I actually do not. I think these things are just laughable. Yeah, I don't actually have a thought. Yes, but what I would say that I appreciate about the entire thing is that a lot of these people keyed into something, and it's the fact that Nigerians, when we come together to support something, we're a force.
Well, very true.
Do you understand? So when those other people that wanted to come and try as well, they saw that force, and they wanted that force. They wanted that.
Is it a force or something that has to do with now we know what to do? Is that they don't know what to do before? Well, I understand the perspective you're coming from, but I'm just thinking out loud.
I'm a benefactor of that type of thing from 2019.
Okay.
having a group of fans just back me up until the final day. I think I've enjoyed that kind of, that, yes, it's something that happens.
But it's different from what we are talking about now.
No, the thing,
you want to just tap into it. So
that
you see that it
Nigeria
has worked for Hilda.
Okay.
Yes.
Why don't I just go and do it? And it seems like something you can do by yourself. You don't need to be on a reality show platform, where you have to apply and, you can just go and start. So people just think, let me go.
For how many hours?
I think for till tomorrow, I believe that was a joke.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't a joke.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't a joke.
No. That's the one that really pissing me off the most.
Commissioner for Tourism to come out and issued a
it.
statement and cancelled it. He cancelled it. So I don't think it was a joke.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's who we are.
That was very unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate. And I feel that sometimes at this side of our world, I just try to keep it real. Sometimes I don't see that we support ourselves enough because Seyi did it. You are thinking that
I can do it.
What did Seyi do?
I can do it too.
We have such, especially Yoruba people. Sometimes I wonder why I'm Yoruba. I'm telling you. Let me off my mic now.
Honorable, please.
Let me off my mic now. Yoruba people wear such characters. When you see Igbo men,
Honorable.
you see Igbo people, when one person succeeds, the other Igbo men, the other Igbo family people along. But in Yoruba people, can the man look for you? On this note, this is where I draw the curtains of this show. With that, we've come to the end of another interesting edition of Real Talk. We get courtesy my beautiful, my resourceful guest, Seyi, and of course Zulu. Many thanks for coming on the show. I wish you the very best in everything that you lay your hands on. I wish you success. But remember that when you are cutting that money, when you are sharing that money, and right here on this platform,
I shall find you. I shall find you.
On this note, remember to be kind to one another. Put a smile on somebody's face. And this is where I draw the curtains of the show. My name is Kike Atanda-Owo. Bye now.